Okay, so high mortgage rates have probably kept you from buying a house. So you're probably wondering, how can you find an affordable way to buy a home? We found a hack for you. So just give me a minute to explain this situation. One of the biggest transfers of wealth in all of human history is taking place and will be taking place over the next decade or two as baby boomers look to downsize and pass along their wealth. Much of that wealth is tied up in their real estate holdings. Many of those homes are paid off. So how can this benefit you? So as they're downsizing, many of these homeowners have discovered that trying to sell in this terrible mortgage rate market has been a little tricky. Home buyers can't or don't want to buy a house with a 6 or 7% mortgage rate. What if these sellers we just mentioned became the mortgage bank? What if they could loan you the money to buy their homes? So this idea isn't new at all. Seller financing has been around longer than banking has been around and has been used a lot throughout various times in our history. I like to call it the mid-mod of the mortgage market. Savvy real estate investors and commercial real estate people use seller financing all the time. It's how the smartest investors finance businesses and real estate. So what is seller financing and how is it going to benefit you? Well, simply stated, seller financing is just a seller taking payments from you to buy their home. You still need to give them a down payment, which you'll do at closing. You still need to qualify for the mortgage, and you still get ownership of the home. But effectively, they become the lender or the bank. Now, the great thing about this option is that the seller can offer a much better interest rate than a bank can right now. Because their homes are paid off completely, they have lots of flexibility on this piece. So realistically, most sellers would probably offer a rate low enough that would both give them a return and make it affordable for you as a qualified buyer. So our role in this equation is to make this option turnkey for both home sellers and for you as a home buyer. So we help the home sellers with paperwork, underwriting, and procedures of executing this game plan. And also, we help home buyers with understanding this process and with qualifying for the financing, which is very similar to how you'd qualify for a traditional mortgage. We act as an intermediary between the buyer and the seller, and we will actually set up a third-party payment system so that payments, balances, and account history are all managed by an outside company. And lastly, our role is to make sure the buyers and sellers understand the exit strategy involved. Because let's face it, neither one of them probably would like to remain in this position forever. Sellers at some point want to get all of their money from the sale of their home, and buyers probably would prefer a more permanent financing option. So that end game is to refinance this loan with a traditional mortgage once bank rates improve enough to make that an attractive option. So as you may already know, the Fed has signaled that they should begin reducing rates again sometime later this year. So this may all sound like an unnecessary step, and you may be saying to yourself, well, why don't I just wait until bank rates drop and buy a home then? And for some people, that might be the best option. But for those people looking to take advantage of home prices that have dropped in this softer real estate market, it will likely be a way for you to find more home with far less competition. You see, when bank rates do drop, many more buyers are going to re-enter this market, and this competition is going to drive prices up again and probably allow those people fewer options. The bottom line is that seller financing can be a great short-term solution to high interest rates and can open up an entirely new set of options for buyers who want to find and buy homes that might not otherwise be an option. So look, you're not going to find a lot of readily available info about this strategy because most real estate agents just don't have a lot of info about this, and there isn't a lot of public information out about it. But if you want to get more info, give us a call or click the link in the description below. And also subscribe to this channel where I'll be posting more videos on this subject. Thanks for watching.